Our
Oh,
audio
we're
is
still
live
on the,
now. So is our picture.
Nice. You got a link for me?
Yeah, you gonna go post places?
Will I just use your link to load it up and check so that I can, make sure that like our audio sounds good and all that, and also so I can see chat over here. Let me see if I can put it on my Twitter. I've been hovering between 101 and 99 followers on Twitter.
Ooh,
The last, really? Yeah.
Look at you.
I know. God, my laptop is moving so bad. So my audio might die a couple of times because my laptop has been moving really poorly lately.
My computer's been doing bad the last day or so.
There was this Windows update that I think just kind of fucked a lot of shit up.
So I built this other calf on this guy. I'm gonna do the leg now.
3, 2, 1.
They sound pretty good.
That's very loud, huh?
Oh yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like that.
Too bad Gabo wasn't here for that.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Getting his oil changed.
Yeah, well.
I feel like he has an excuse every time we want to stream on anything.
he's way above our normie Gundam stuff.
And at like 11:50 or something, I'm going to be stopping. You guys can keep building if we're still streaming, but I'm gonna get on Ticketmaster and try and buy tickets for that Final Fantasy 14 orchestra.
The Final Fantasy concert?
Yeah.
Nice.
Final Fantasy 14 orchestra's coming to LA.
Oh,
That seems worth it.
that sounds pretty fucking sick, to be honest.
I don't really care about other Final Fantasy stuff, but all 14? Yes, please.
I mean, Final Fantasy has some good-ass music, like...
Yeah, but I don't know a lot of those.
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
14, I know all that music.
It's funny because a lot of the shit from 14, it's kind of like, I don't know if you played 15, but like 15 has a bunch of remixes of all the other sort of themes from the other ones, and 14 pretty much, I want to say, other than like the city music and the normal ambient stuff, it's pretty much all just remixes of old themes.
Boss themes.
Yeah.
Gonna hear
Like,
my Shiva theme live.
Was it Battle on the Big Bridge?
Well, yeah.
Has really good, like a really good remix. I think that was from Final Fantasy V, maybe? I don't remember where that came from.
I believe that is from 5.
Hang on just a sec. I got a cat who is really displeased that my wife is behind a closed door, I think.
You know what game has good music? Monster Hunter.
I'll play that game when it comes out.
Yeah. Surprisingly good music, too. I was surprised. Like, I wasn't even, like... like, the graphics aren't the greatest. It's like the MT framework, but then you actually look at it, and you're like, you know what? This game looks really good. Like, parts of this game kind of are it's a spectacle, right? And then like the music is like it comes in at the right times and the right music plays. If it feels like you're fighting against like a Final Fantasy boss or something.
You know what game doesn't look good? And that's Dynasty Warriors 9.
Did you buy it?
I did.
I just remember reading Dan's tweets, Mr. Reichert's. He's like, yeah, my sister bought this, and then immediately was like, this is a bad game.
Yeah, it's not a good Dynasty Warriors. I mean, it's fine. It isn't what I was hoping for, and I don't think it's what anyone else was hoping for.
That's a bummer. Were you looking forward to it?
Yeah. I And I'm still gonna play a bunch of it because it's not so bad that it's unplayable, but it's not a good one of those.
Got it.
It's very much the opposite of Breath of the Wild, where it's a company's first foray into open world, and they did not nail it.
I can't even imagine it. Wait, like yeah, I can't even imagine an open world Dynasty Warriors game.
I'm
Like, what does that
planning
even mean?
I'm planning on streaming it at some point, so you can see then. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, how would like what would the game even be? That's what I'm wondering.
So you have your main mission for each chapter, which, like in the first chapter, it's go to stop. Fuck, I don't remember his name. The leader of the Red Turbans. Look at his name now. Yellow Turban, not Red Turbans. You have to go stop. Tell me straight up who it is. Founder. Zhang Zhao, I think.
Okay.
Go stop him.
Yeah.
And then, so that's main mission. You can go to that at any time.
Okay, so it's like the defeat Ganon. First thing you get.
Right.
Just go find this dude.
But then there's
Got
a bunch
him.
of other stuff, other side battles and stuff you can do that'll put more people at the gates, or you level up while you're doing them.
Got it.
So I think where it'll work really well is the Empires games, if they do that. Because those have the kind of strategy element to them. Like if they did like the Fire Emblem Warriors, where you're commanding your people around the map,
Yep.
but across the whole open world China.
That'd be pretty cool.
That sounds pretty good.
That would be pretty sick if they do that.
Right. This is nice because like a lot of these pieces, they're kind of I don't know how to say it. They're kind of clouded plastic instead of like the super shiny clear plastic.
They're translucent.
Yeah, instead of just the totally transparent. And I like that because like there's less pressure to get, all your shit totally right.
I don't have a cotton swab.
Yeah, the one thing I was definitely concerned about with this model is, like cut marks on clear plastic is it's like not impossible, but very difficult to deal with. So
I don't think I've noticed like the clear plastic cut marks that much. I don't know.
To be very careful. It's easier with the God hands.
yeah, like with these GPs that I've got, it's no problem. But like you can't really sand it down because
No, you can't sand it.
Yeah, it'll ruin the piece.
Yeah.
I'll get that.
Also, you can't really put glue on clear pieces.
Right.
Cause it to frost. I think I read if you like future it or something before you cut it, maybe? I read something, and I forget what it said to put on there.
There is some solution, but
yeah. Like if you look at the cockpit of the jet on my double Zeta over here, I had to glue that on because it's super loose and it's just a little cloudy in the back now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Luckily, that one's never coming out because they almost broke the arms. So
Let's
it's
see.
it's in.
Well, they gave you two, right? You have
They
two,
give you two, yeah.
two cockpits.
Yeah, so one's good when I build the other one. At some point, I don't know. Maybe I'll do that next time I'm bored and I feel like building.
Yeah, I don't think this Vercon, the one I have been working on, had two cockpits. It's just like one.
That's something I can do. I just cut these. I'll be right back. I'm gonna bring over my my painty model.
I do not have my shit together today. Just dropped my face.
Oh,
See
really?
if I can get it without. Yeah. There we go. See if I can get it without too much trouble, and I did.
This is what I've got done on this guy so far.
You just throw all your parts. Are those painted parts too, or is it just
Yeah, these are
like
painted.
nice?
Nice.
we
How's
got
that? I know
these.
you. I know you've been having some trouble with painting, but
Mostly it's black. This black, the pigment, I guess, doesn't want to mix with the medium. So I
yeah.
have to thin it out, even though this is supposed to be no thin paint. There are some parts I didn't spray good enough, like, it's not going to show up on camera, like right here there's a little orange that I'm going to touch up by hand. On the back of this, my masking tape wasn't very good, so the black kind of ran onto the orange.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
So I'm going to get some of the Tamiya model masking tape, and it's going to mask this black off and respray the orange there, I think. I used the chrome pen. That stuff that's still out there. I'm not going to bring that out. And I did the face underneath. There's a clear green part, so hopefully that'll make the green really, really shine. I'm also going to do that on the thrusters. I think I'm going to go back and paint those orange so that they blend into this, and just paint the thruster bells chrome. I think the back of the feet here turned out pretty good. These little weird ankle cuff things.
Yeah, how long does it take for you to mask off a piece like that just so you can airbrush it? Is it like tedious? Or are you just
this
like cutting
piece,
masking tape? Yeah.
I mean, I was just getting the masking tape and ripping it and putting it on there. I think the
Okay.
Tamiya stuff is going to be easier because I was using painter's tape, which is way too thick.
Yep.
So I'm going to get the modeling stuff, and I think that'll be easier because it'll be thinner and more pliable. I think the feet turned out really well. I think the shields look great. I like how the shields look a lot. I think the body will look good once it's done. Goes in here like this. I still need to paint. I believe this part right here black, and then this like cuff's gonna be white. I might do that part by hand. I don't know. And around each of these holes is gonna be white. Go in here.
Yep. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so like are you just painting the same colors as the kit itself, or did you actually or
No,
you
because
wanna
the kit's like this ugly yellow.
got it. That orange looks good then. It looks
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
like the orange and the black.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
And the gray parts are this lighter gray. Let's see, this is the gray. It's really
Orange and black
hard
is a
to
really
tell.
good color scheme.
But it was originally this gray here, and now it's this one.
yeah. Do you notice like the texture of the feel is any different than
Oh,
the
yeah.
ABS?
Yeah,
Okay.
because this has a matte finish to it. This paint.
Yep.
I drilled holes in these. These just had dents before, so I drilled holes in them.
That's pretty cool.
And I didn't do a great job. I tried to close the seam line, so there shouldn't be too much of a seam on these. The black looks really good, though, I think. It's a really nice matte. Semi-gloss, I guess. No, that's matte, I would say. Anyway, that's where I'm at on this. I gotta do the head still. This whole mohawk is gonna... I'm gonna do this tip yellow, and then the whole rest of it's gonna be black. I have to buy some enamel panel accent stuff. Put this away, and then I'll be back in building Zeta.
Goes in here. Yeah. Go. Nice.
Oh, and then all along the separation between the orange and the black on the body, I'm gonna paint that off-white that the, I guess, the skin of the model is. So I still got a little bit left. I'll do the assembly on stream, I think. That seems like it'd be an interesting thing to do, to show off.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I feel like I would get lost with like the part numbers and stuff. once you remove it from the runner, I just can't keep track of it. It's like, oh
Yeah.
great.
Well, that's why you build it once first.
Yeah.
But even
Build it
then,
once
like with,
so you can see where you need to paint.
yeah, I would think only like HGs would be, I'd be able to kind of keep track of after, you know, even after building it once, like putting it together and then taking it apart. I think I'd have a hard time with that.
Well, I think most people don't disassemble it all the way like I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, a friend of mine, he like, I feel like he painted it, or at least maybe he primed it on the runners, and then he like took them off the runners, and then
that leaves you with weird nub marks.
yeah, you have like weird like, I don't know.
I mean, I have some nub marks too because I didn't sand well enough. But
I mean, he's been building for way longer than I have, so I don't know like his strategy for this stuff is.
Nice.
I wanted to see if I could get better control of it by just
That is a nice looking clear
doing it
boy head.
separate. I think a lot of people mask that. That looks pretty good.
I also feel like he doesn't like airbrush. He just like he's using like a spray painter style technique, I think, which is where you basically like put them all on alligator clips and you paint them all once. But I don't know if he's going for like color separation or not, or if he's going for like a single color, right? So that's kind of like the difference there.
Much of this foot shows. Yeah, like if I were to do an MG, which I might do next, because I kind of want to do one of those GM. I'd probably just like build the whole inner frame and then prime and spray that as one piece.
Yep,
Yeah.
I can see that.
I'm also not going to try and do fucking two-tone shit on that like I did on this one. I want to get those photo etch parts that Gundam Store has. So I want to do that. So I found someone on the Gunpla Reddit who had done the gym sniper with those and it looks really nice.
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna be making a big USA Gundam Store order.
I have
Because this is the only kit that I haven't built that I've got, so I definitely need to buy some more. But
yeah, buy something that's not a pre-order.
yeah,
You should get that Grimoire Red Beret.
I don't know. I like the way a lot of the like GM Sniper I might do.
Get the MG Gym Sniper. Which one do you like, the blue one or the other one?
I think I like the blue one. There's like the blue one and like what, the army color one, right?
Yeah.
I think I like the blue one.
I'm not a big fan of the blue.
I don't know. I also haven't looked at that in 2 weeks or whatever, so I'm not really sure what it
blue
is.
one
I
is
just
the-
remember seeing several GM snipers where I was like, yeah, I could get into that.
Blue one is the one I would get though, because that's the photo enter for. And
So,
I kind of
yeah.
want to go crazy on one at some point. I have the Jinx striker kit coming in whenever they send it.
Yep.
Try putting LEDs in that thing. Because on all the promotional pictures for it, it shows like the eye holes is glowing, but that's just stickers on there.
Think about like think about LEDs for me is like I would love to do that, but then it's just like if you have to use like watch batteries in it, is it like a pain in the ass to kind of put them in, and like how long would they last?
I don't know, but
Yeah,
Java
that's-
linked me a site that it's all pre-wired stuff
Oh, okay.
for like train models.
But even that though is like okay. So is there like a battery pack or at least a separate light switch that you have to turn it on and off?
I think there's an on-off switch you can get on there. Yeah.
Got it.
If I do that, I would cut out the holes on the head and get
Yeah.
you a clear plot plate and put it there.
Because if I was gonna do something like that, I would want it to be powered by an outlet, like a wall wart,
Yeah, you can
just-
probably do that.
and just on like forever. Not have to worry about it.
I think you can do 9-volt too. I wouldn't mind doing 9-volt. That's easy to unplug. Part does.
So I've been playing a little bit of Siege.
Have you? How you
Yeah,
like it?
it's free this weekend. I've been
How is
playing
it?
the what is it? What do they call them? Situations.
Hmm?
The learn how to do the shit game.
Play with us this weekend.
Yeah, I probably will. That's probably what I'm going to be doing this weekend.
Give us
It's,
some nice low MMR.
Sure.
Well, I mean, if it's a free weekend, that means there's gonna be a bunch of randos.
Yeah, a
playing
bunch of
too.
scrubs.
Yep.
I mean, it seems cool. Like I'm having sort of a hard time. Like I don't know, games like those. I definitely want to do. In the single player part, I definitely want to do it like the optimal way, or a way that like I can get all 3 objectives on a run. That kind of shit.
Yeah, I was
So,
never
like-
able to do that on the situations. Some of them are hard.
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of trouble with that just for that reason. But yeah, I mean, it seems neat. Like,
Well, how much like Counter Strike is it, and how much like I guess how much of the loadouts and equipment like plays into that?
is there no jumping?
There's no jumping. There is
There's
vaulting
no
over
jumping.
specific spots.
Yeah.
I mean, it
So-
sounds like it's like a Counter Strike in multiplayer at least. It sounds like it's like a Counter Strike similar to Counter Strike, and then it has but Payday style equipment and things you have to do, right? Like Payday 2 style stuff.
From what little I know about Counter Strike, it seems Counter Strikey.
Yeah, I mean, it's Counter Strike in that it's like short rounds.
Yeah.
Like it's either kill all the guys or or
Objective.
plant and defuse the bomb. Like it's all your rounds are maybe a couple of minutes long each.
That's pretty cool.
Which it definitely seems like it's got that part going to it. But I also don't think it really plays anything like Payday. Payday is you're in for a long game.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just talking about like I guess with the like with
I
Payday
think
you have like
Payday's got, like,
specialized
the loadout shit. Yeah.
loadout shit.
Like, I think, yeah, I mean, that's basically all Payday is, set up your dudes whatever way, and then, yeah, and then, hope that you're prepared for all the stuff that it throws at you.
I feel like in Rainbow, at a point, the loadout doesn't matter so much as long as you know how to use it. Like I feel there's some loadouts that are easier to use,
Yeah.
but if you know how to use the other ones, how you like to use them, that's effective, then you can do that.
Nice looking Gundam head.
Good look at head.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get an order done quick. You're gonna be done with this kit by the end of this hour.
I might be. I mean, there's kind of a lot of pieces to this one, so maybe not, but yeah, like I'm definitely going to do an order probably when we're done here.
Yeah, you should get that MG.
Seven and okay. But yeah, I'm definitely into all this clouded plastic stuff that I got going on here. I like the way this looks. Like this would be a good one for doing LEDs or whatever with too. There it seems like especially in this head, there's a lot of like space where you could you could slide them.
Yep.
If you want the
Without
whole
really-
thing illuminated like that, yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm not gonna do it, but you could.
I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna block the light on that thing when I put it in the head.
I actually saw somebody at work who has the Bandai the X-wing that I did, and like he had A-wing also, and he built them, and he's got him on his shelf or whatever at work.
Ooh, I would build an
I was
A-wing.
like, oh, how about that?
You can be buds and talk about your.
Probably not. I mean, I work overnight, so I almost never see anyone in the office. So I have no idea who that person is.
A note say nice model.
Nice Gundam, son. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Just build him an SD. Just buy like a cheap SD, build it, and just put it on the shelf next to the A-wing. And he'll just be like really confused.
Yeah. Put like the Assassin's Guild I know. Give him that note from Skyrim.
I also have my father sitting on Ticketmaster, waiting to get me those Final Fantasy tickets. So I will get them.
Are these glow in the dark? It doesn't have a green tint, so probably
No, they
not.
might be UV. Do you have a black light?
I do not. That'd be pretty cool though.
I bet they have UV treatment. When you get your China cabinet, you could get
Yeah,
black light display.
I really should go shopping for that. I'm not gonna, but I should.
I mean, your wife told you to get the cabinet, so you gotta get it.
Yeah, I know, but like, then I gotta figure out where to put it and how to do that, and I don't want to do all that shit. The way I live my life is I don't do anything if it requires that I'll have to do anything after that.
I was hoping you were gonna say a quarter mile at a time.
Well, that's not also the way I live. I mean, when you really think about it, taking on projects that only don't lead to other projects, that's pretty much a quarter mile at a time.
Is it?
Yeah. It's like a quarter mile, and it ain't that far. You do it once and you're done. But if I buy a china cabinet and that comes with a bunch of other, like things that I have to do, that ain't a quarter mile at a time, dog.
I think I'm gonna get one of those detolfs when we move.
The thing that Gabo, the IKEA thing, I guess that's the IKEA thing that everybody uses.
Yeah, the detolf.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh.
it looks pretty good. Like I was kind of surprised. I mean, I didn't really expect it to look bad or anything, but
Yeah, I mean, I was eyeing it up in person when I was at the IKEA store like 3 months ago or whatever, and it's not a bad piece of kit.
Oh.
It looks a little fragile, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's actually pretty sturdy. If you just like by the looks of it, it's just this is a bunch of glass and tiny metal pieces that connect it all together.
Right.
But then it's actually kind of sturdy, and if you build it correctly, it'll be like you want to be careful when you're building it, so it's like square, right? So
Yeah.
everything is lining up and flush and correct. But once you have it correct, then it's like, yeah, it's fine. You just put it in a corner and
Yeah.
stack shit on it.
Yeah, and I mean for only about $60, like that seems like a pretty good get. It's just I wish there was an IKEA closer than, I don't know. I think the closest one's like 40 miles away right now.
Wait, really?
Yeah, there's one in Frisco.
Yeah, that's 40 miles away. Jeez.
It might be. I don't know. It might be less than that, but it definitely takes, I mean, the last time I went there was when we first bought this house, and it took me, I want to say it's probably, maybe close to an hour or 45 minutes drive, and the same on the way back.
Yeah, I mean that's what I have to deal with. It's like a 40-minute drive on the tollway.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the actual mileage is, but it's. I wish they would build another, like, because who the hell wants to go to Frisco?
Everybody wants to go to Frisco now.
Nobody wants to go to Frisco.
All the super rich people are moving there. All
Well, yeah,
like,
but I
and all
mean
those new
that's what it
corporations.
was before anyway. It was just a white flight suburb anyway.
Now it's a Japanese suburb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like.
I don't know. I haven't been out there in, well, I guess 2 years. Coming up on 3, actually. We bought this house in May of 2015, so coming up on 3 years there.
At the foot.
Okay. That's a pretty good looking foot. Yeah, what else did I do? I did something. I played like, I don't know, hour and a half or 2 hours of Night in the Woods. That seems like a pretty good game. There's a lot of controller Guitar Hero stuff in that, which I
Really?
was not expecting. Yeah.
Huh. I think I might get that for the flight to Japan.
Yeah.
How much is it on Switch right now?
I don't know. It's not much.
I think I paid 20 for it on PC. Maybe a little less because I got the humble discount, but
Actually, maybe not actually, because I am flying ANA, so there will be movies on the back of the seat for me to just watch.
you got it.
Because like I would, what is it? I want to buy like that game sometime. I want to, but then also want to get like Celeste
Unless it's good.
and Iconoclast and stuff.
What is Iconoclast? I've heard a lot of people try to explain what that game is, and I still don't really understand.
From what I can tell, it is a Metroid style game, a Metroidvania, if you will. But it's more about exploration and like puzzle solving
Okay.
with a little bit of light combat in there.
Okay.
And it's more of the story and like the intrigue that you're dealing with, and not like it's like a lot of political drama and intrigue, and it's not exactly like a, I don't know, like a shooty game.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Like there is some shooting, but
Yeah.
that's not the game.
Weird.
Okay.
I was flying like United or something, which why the fuck would I do that? Then I would get it, but yeah, take advantage of the Asian airlines.
Yeah. But if you're flying something that's got hella movies,
Yeah.
get your movies on, dog. Yeah, it's funny. I put that the 1/100 guy that I did last time. I put him up on my shelf next to what do I get him next to? I got him next to an SD, and that is just a towering lad.
Yep.
Like he's even towering over the Hymok that I've got next to it too. Like I don't know. I never really thought about the difference in size between 1/100 and 1/144, but it is substantial.
That's why you buy only the big boys.
Yeah.
Mark my words, this time next year, Scrub's gonna be building a perfect grade.
I mean, maybe.
You can get one for $80.
Yeah, like honestly, the how much they cost is most of my objection to them. Like I'd build it if I had it, but I just don't want to spend $100 on a model.
Grandpa's only 80, and it lasts you for months. That thing has like 50 runners in it. I've had mine since 2010 and I haven't finished it.
Are you gonna paint yours?
No, fuck no. Now, I would consider getting the powered gym conversion kit and buying another one. Painting all that. But I'm not painting this one that's been partially built kind of poorly for 8 years. Also, the nub marks on the thing are a fucking nightmare.
Love me a good nub mark.
I'm just gonna straight build that thing.
Yeah, man, I might have to get some more of these clear boys because I like the way this guy's coming together.
Really want to. There's a Facebook group for Gunpla buying, selling, and there's a guy who goes to the Gundam base once a month and picks up whatever people want.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I might have to lean on my boy Mike to get me some.
I'll get you stuff.
pick me up some Clear Boys and
Depending how I'm doing financially, I might need some prepayment, but
well, yeah, that's no problem.
we'll see. We're moving in a few months, so we're partially moved. For a couple months there, we're going to have 2 places to pay for because I have to finish my
Nice.
school.
That's the way I like to do it whenever I move. Is just have them overlap by 1 month at least, so I can so you can like get the one place set up as well as you can. Like you just move over the course of a month instead of doing it all in one day.
She said that she plans, because she's going to be working down here and up there, like
Oh yeah.
switching for a little bit. But she says like by April is when she'll be up there full time.
B1, 2,
And I think my classes go until like
yeah, I mean that's what, all day on Saturdays?
no, the Saturday one ends 2 weeks from today.
Oh, nice.
But I have Wednesday night class still.
Yeah. So why are you off today? Is it just for
President's Day weekend.
Prezzies? Yeah. I didn't know that they extended that for Saturday classes, but that's cool.
Yeah. Well, he says he usually puts a break in the middle,
Yeah.
and this just lined up with the holiday, so
Nice.
it works out.
Yeah, honestly, I really haven't had time to do a whole lot of extracurricular stuff this last couple of weeks, just because the stock markets have been going fucking nuts. And
Are they still trending down? Or are they,
no, I mean no.
they
it's-
stabilized a little bit.
Yeah, it was basically like 4 days or so of a lot of volatility, and then this week it just kind of all wiped out. It's like fucking pain. Like I still think that for instance, the S&P 500 I think is at 27 something, and I think probably like that the actual value of where it should be given the okay, so when Trump was elected it was at 2100, and I think since then we've probably only gained in real terms about 400 points, so that would put us about at 2500, which I think is kind of fair value there. And we're pushing 28, which was an all-time high. So we definitely still have more correction to come. It's just a matter of if it's going to happen all at once or if it's going to happen, not all at once. Because like that's kind of what happened last week. Is that on Friday, the markets started correcting, like it was 300 points basically over 2 days, and that's a lot.
Yeah, I wiped out like all my 401k stuff. It's great.
Yep. It's class war. That's basically what it is. Like when they, there's some very mild inflation that's been happening over the last couple of years, because workers' wages are rising,
Yep.
and prices are rising a little bit faster than that. So like there's some real concern that that the big banks won't be able to steal from us. So basically what they did over this last couple of weeks is just wiped out everybody's individual accounts, and then they're back on their bullshit, with just grinding upward again.
My Disney stock is fine though, so
Yeah.
that's the only savings I got.
Yeah, I mean, basically as long as you don't, like go into debt to put on more equity positions or anything like that, like put on more stocks, then you're going to be fine. Like you're not going to run into real trouble. It's just your shit's going to get depressed every so often because the banks want to throw a fit and wipe out as much of it as they can without actually losing any of their money.
Yeah.
Because like The value of the S&P doesn't matter to Goldman Sachs, and the value of individual stocks doesn't matter to Goldman Sachs. It's all about just reducing the prices so they can buy more.
So that's the question, I guess. Then is like, friends of mine have been liquidating all their holdings, positions, and then like building up a bank of cash,
That's
waiting for the corrections to happen, and then buying back in. And it's just like,
yeah, I
I
mean
don't.
that's probably not a bad idea. It really just depends on how what your like time horizon is now.
Yeah.
Because if you may have a liquidity need, like if you might need cash within the next couple of years, like if you're planning on buying a house or whatever, then I would say that's probably safe because we're probably gonna have after this year, we're probably gonna have some pretty big uh, some pretty big and widespread volatility, as as like results from the Trump tax breaks and everything come through. Once kind of they figure out how to price that stuff, then you're gonna see. I think you're gonna see a lot of volatility out of that. But if it's your retirement account, then I wouldn't touch it at all, really. Like maybe
Yeah.
change your allocation so that you're a little more conservative, but I wouldn't think too hard about it if it's something you're not planning to touch for 20 to 30 years.
I have no idea what I'm gonna do with my Disney. I'm gonna sit there until I need.
Yeah. I mean, like Disney as a company is not going anywhere.
Yeah,
Gotten
that's a super
they've-
safe stock.
and they've definitely gone they've definitely like made some pretty good strides despite despite kind of like in diversifying their business, because a couple of years ago all like half of their business was ESPN,
Yeah.
and now with people ditching cable and stuff, ESPN isn't what it used to be, but now they've got all this Marvel shit and all this Star Wars shit that's like really picking up the slack that ESPN left. So like they've been I don't know kind of on a quarter to quarter basis how it goes, but I do know that like long term that business is gonna be fine. Because once they've saturated the Star Wars market, then they'll theoretically have something else in place. Like they're not Neversoft.
They have their Netflix.
Yeah,
alternative thing
exactly.
coming
That's
out
coming
with.
out next year, right?
Yeah. We'll see if I subscribe to that. I don't know.
I might get into that. I mean, it kind of depends on what the offerings are,
Yeah.
but I have a feeling that would be a pretty good get.
I get like $20 a year from Disney or something. Their dividend is okay. I don't know. I don't check it very much. I don't make enough to have to do taxes on it.
Yeah. That's $600 a year to hit that threshold. So
I think I have.
I think your noise gate's a little low, by the way.
Low?
A little high, rather.
Oh, high?
Yeah, because when you're talking not at full voice, I'm losing like every second or third word. Oh hell yeah!
Okay, how's this?
Oh, much better.
Or I guess how's this? Yeah, I think
Oh, that is a nice looking. So this is the arm,
that's pretty good arm.
and this is like the. Let's see if I can. Pretty sweet looking.
Yeah, I think I have a few thousand in Disney stock. I have like 300 shares or
Yeah, it's funny. Like I don't even know. I used to be really plugged in on the stock market in particular, but like now I don't even know what any of the popular stocks, like I don't even know what their price is or
Yeah.
even like their
It's
price
all
range.
it's all the Fang stocks, and they're all like,
Yeah. Well, I know Amazon's like $1 trillion, and yeah, Fang is that's such a fucking stupid thing because like CNBC invented it, and then like they basically they started calling it that, and then a couple of weeks later, like when I think it was Netflix and Amazon both had a big correction. They were like, "Is this the end of Fang?" It's like, no, it's not this. It's not the end of the thing that you just made up last week.
yeah.
But yeah, like I know like Priceline or something is like it's like a 12,000 share price or something.
Really?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I have a few in Pepsi too. Pepsi's been doing okay.
Yeah, I mean, people are switching from like. I just started recently buying stocks with Robinhood and stuff. I feel like there's a shift from technology into um a little bit aerospace, a lot of like the military kind of that kind of
Yeah,
stuff, and then commodities right now.
yeah,
Like a lot of commodity stocks are like hot.
I don't know.
yeah. I mean,
Uh,
because I work mainly in futures, and like what we see is like people who just get blown up playing the price of crude oil or something like that. It's like that shit is not for you. Like if you wanna have you know you don't if you want to do an oil play, get some Exxon or something. Like it's not.
yeah.
But playing the actual hedge device that producers mess with, it's like you're going to get blasted where a 1 or 2% move to them doesn't really matter.
I just I just get the super safe ones for the most part.
I mean, as long as you don't get into crypto,
Yeah, it's
which everyone I know is doing right now, which I'm like, come on, guys.
yeah, yeah. It's really stupid. I'm honestly like I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed that
I'm
so many people are getting into that. It's like no,
well, like on paper, they've made a lot of money, but
sure,
like, what does that even mean? And it's
yeah,
like, when are you gonna cash out or
yeah.
whatever, right?
Yeah, can you even turn that into money? Like, because
And then, are
all
you
those
gonna get in
markets are
trouble
so
with
illiquid.
the IRS? And then everyone's like, yeah, I'm gonna report everything to the IRS. I'm like, no, you aren't. Like, no
Yeah,
way.
yeah, because these unregulated exchanges definitely aren't going to report everything to the IRS. So unless you're keeping track of every transaction you've made, then you're not going to be able to report it to the IRS either.
I don't know. That blows me away. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
I've always been like, the thing is like, I probably could have made a lot of money, but then I've also probably would have like even if I had holdings in crypto, it would have been like back in 2010, and then I
yeah,
would have sold in like 2011 when it
yep,
was like, oh, it just jumped 500% overnight. I'm just gonna sell, right? There's no reason to hold on to this anymore.
right.
There's no way I would have known it would have blown up 1,000%, in this time frame. And now it's like it's back and big, and people are like throwing all their money at it, and just like,
Yeah,
what are you guys doing?
and like all of these huge moves on it should not make it attractive to you. Like it
Yeah,
should make it unattractive to you.
it should scare the crap out of you.
Yeah,
But they're just like, no, I want to get a cash cow, and then I don't. They're basically gambling, is what they're
yeah,
telling me. They just
yeah.
don't care.
It's like, I mean, hey, dog, we live in Texas. You can be at the WinStar in like an hour and a half.
Yep. And also, like, for all these people who supposedly have large holdings in crypto, it's like, why haven't you cashed out and just retired then? Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand. Like,
The answer is because they can't.
it's like, how much money?
Because
No,
those
I'm holding
markets.
on. I want to be a millionaire overnight. It was like everybody can't be a millionaire.
Yeah.
That's not how this market works.
Yeah. Yeah. I had, I don't know, a month ago or so, I had a bunch of friends asking me, they're like, how do we get into it? How do I short Bitcoin? And I was like, well, okay. So you can do that like there's a futures product that you can use to do that if you want to, um, or you can just go to any of the exchanges and do that yourself. The problem is you don't want to do that because you're not going to be able to hold out long enough to see it go to zero.
Yeah. No, that's totally
Because
true.
it will go to zero, but you're not going to be around for it. Because all these exchanges will get shut down.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's just like, oh, your money is in the exchange, and then it's just like, this is a startup that's not regulated. It'll just they can just go out of business, and then what are you gonna do?
I mean the thing about Bitcoin is that it's fundamentally the whole thesis behind it being anonymous and untraceable means that it's insanely easy to steal. I don't know how to steal Bitcoin, but I could probably learn pretty quick, and you see it happen all the time.
Yep.
It's just these people don't get it.
Eh.
I know this is your libertarian fantasy, but guess what? You're not one of the heroes of that story.
I don't know, man. Start a coin with me. Let's make some Ponzi scheme money, and then evade the law somehow.
I think at this point I am legally required to tell you that I will not be participating in that. But yeah, it's so fucking easy to steal. I'm honestly surprised there haven't been more high profile thefts, lately with the price going way up.
Well, the other thing is okay, they've the whole thing happened recently, right? And the market analyst, people who are analyzing this thing, they're like, you know what? Here's definitive proof that someone was fixing prices.
Yeah,
and this huge bump in the percentage increases right now are all because of this one actor who fixed the price and got it to skyrocket. And then it just happened again the other day. You can just see someone bought 40 grand in Bitcoin the other day, or whatever it is, and you're just this is obviously them trying to make the market grow even more, right? It's just and you're like, oh, I'm smarter than that. I'm gonna get out before it crashes. Okay.
It's no, you're not. You're not the smart one. I'm sure a lot of these people who are into this thing are very smart and capable, but they're not smarter than everyone collectively or individually. And that's the whole thing. Is that you can outsmart a couple of people, but you will not outsmart all of the people.
Man, they made this armor really, really hard to clean up. That sucks.
Oh, who died?
Knock knock.
Oh,
hey,
Gabo.
Or there was some.
We got some plastic robots here.
Oh yeah.
Are you gonna stream with us, or are you just popping in chat?
Yeah. I am ready on Skype whenever.
Nice.
Okay, I'll add you to that internet telephone call.
That good shit.
I'm gonna put.
Can you just add him to the call, or do we need to?
I'm gonna add him to it. Yeah.
Nice.
He just has to redo the overlay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Later.
Oh, well, let's see. While he's doing that, I am gonna take a quick break here. I can go for kind of as much time as needed today, but my wife's about to head out to work, so I'm gonna chill with her for a minute here. And I also need a pee, so I'll be back. I'm here, but I'll be back.
Names around. Grub's up here, and Los isn't here. Who's here? it's been a while since we've done a 4-person because I haven't updated.
Yeah, I guess so. What's everybody working on?
I am putting on the armor for my full armor Burka.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then I'm finding that the armor pieces are more fragile than I expected.
Let's for now.
So.
Only 4 runners on this.
That guy?
Yep.
That's you, okay.
Hopefully be easy enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna like these armor pieces for the leg here. I'm like pissed off because it's like they put the mold lines like right on where they're super visible. It's like, thanks. I guess maybe it'll get hidden a little bit.
Almost there. Let's see. Guess we haven't had 4 people on since I completely changed the overlay. So things are
Didn't we
weird.
have like 5 one time?
Yeah, for Extra Life we had a bunch of people.
I don't remember.
I guess chat will just live over gob stuff if anyone comes in. I don't know. We're gonna fade over to it. Look, there's Scrub right there. Perfect timing.
Nice. This will be
Hell yeah, perfect time.
this will be quite a difference from the RDX guy, which is
Is that an HG act guy?
just HG.
Okay. Didn't feel like
HG.
putting an MG in a block of resin.
No, and it's an HG only thing, so
Well, that makes it easier then, huh?
yep.
Oh, are you doing? Is this another contest, boy?
Yep.
Nice.
So this one's Minnesota theme, so I'm gonna put this act guy in a frozen lake.
Nice. That sounds pretty good.
What if
Yep.
you also put like a little ice fishing shack on top of the frozen lake?
My plan was to have a little ice fisherman guy, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
and just drop a string in there.
Have you done a resin pour before?
Yeah, I just did like a little whale shark gacha I got from Japan, and I did that in like a blue resin a little bit.
That's pretty cool.
That sounds pretty sick.
I posted a few pics in the Discord, I think. The game Kiwi one.
Yeah, I think I
Oh,
saw
yeah,
some of
yeah,
that.
okay, I remember that now. I'm waiting for my SD Dongzhuo Gundam to come in for the SA thing.
So where is USA Gundam Store based out of?
Florida.
Florida.
Florida. Okay.
Their shipping costs are pretty reasonable to Texas.
Yeah, just use
Yeah,
it.
it seemed like I seem to remember that not being a thing. I was just more concerned about time more than anything else. 'Cause, like, sometimes when you get shit on Amazon, it's like if it's Prime, you get it, you get it in 2 days. But if it's something that comes from Japan, then like you may get it in a week.
You
or
gotta,
may get it
you
in
gotta get
4
it 2 weeks.
Yeah,
yeah, everything I've ordered from USA Gundam Store is shipped super fast.
sweet.
Make sure it's not a
And
pre-order kit.
Yeah. That's the only thing is they've got a shitload of pre-orders on the site.
yeah, I've ordered some pre-order stuff already.
I wish I knew when my guy was coming out besides February.
I mean, we're
Which
halfway
one are
done
you
with
getting?
February.
The Dongzhuo SD. The one with the
Oh, one of the SD guys.
Yeah.
I still kind of want to get the high res endless waltz with the metal body or something.
I heard it's not great.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like that's why I was like, I really soured on it after the reviews came out. So maybe I'll just switch to a PG then instead. I don't know.
Yeah, you're probably better off with just a PG anyways.
You should get the PG, but then also the conversion kit to make it the Night Gundam.
Night Gundam.
That's not a bad idea.
Learn how to do some resin.
Watch out for Mike. He's got the ideas.
Got plans.
Mr. Gob, I showed off my powered GM.
All of his.
Oh, cool. Are you finished with it basically?
No, so painter's tape, it turns out, is bad for masking on Gundams.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna buy. So I have a little bit of overspray on some parts. So I'm gonna get some Tamiya tape and redo those.
Yeah.
parts.
Yeah, Tamiya masking tape's real good.
I have some somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I bought some 8 years ago. I just don't know where it is. So I'm just gonna buy a new one because it's not that expensive.
I saw some I think it was Tamiya tape, but it was like a really tiny roll. Like I don't even know.
It's really, really thin, small stuff. It's not super expensive, so. And then I'm gonna repaint the thrusters because I want to do the chrome on them. So I want to make them the same color as the body, so that the parts that aren't actual thrusters blend in. And I want to do because I have the sides black. Oh, let me go grab it. I'll just show you. Whatever.
You're gonna have to grab it again.
Oh, I have a cat who is very ready for me to take a nap, which I don't have any immediate desire to do, but probably will after.
Got a real Morgana, huh?
Yeah, it's time for me to go to bed. She is yelling at my wife. She's like, "Hey, come on!" So yeah, I got my 2 arm units here. Yeah, Gaba making this guy that you got me in Japan.
Oh, nice.
My
How is it
present
so
from
far?
Gundam Santa. I like it a lot. I really like the way that this thing looks.
Yeah, so I have some overspray here that I want to touch up.
Cool.
But then
Yeah.
since I have the sides black like this and the orange, I want to do all these vertices with white. So I'm not sure if I should mask that off and spray it or just mask it and do it by hand.
You could probably just do it with a brush, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I just want it to be
You-
super straight, so I still probably mask it.
Yeah.
But then this is the shield. I'm pretty happy with how these came out.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Yeah, that's a nice looking shield.
I drilled holes in these guys instead of just the indents. So that looks really nice, I think.
What are those?
There are guns inside there, but I didn't like how it looked opened up, so they're going to be the elbow pads.
Gotcha.
And Didn't do it super well, but I mostly got the seam line out. There was a seam line in the back that I got out completely, so that's gone. That's nice.
This isn't the one that you had in the picture, right, Mike?
What?
The what you're showing off now, that's not.
No, that's the one he's painting and building later.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
This is the one in the picture right here.
Yeah.
This is
It's
the
a
one
nice
I'm
looking
painting.
fella.
There's stuff on the back of the heels. I think this went okay. And the third. That's just select pieces from it, though. I think it's going well. I just have some growing pains with it. Oh, there's some orange actually on the side here. I'm gonna have to respray the sides, I think.
Yeah, that'll happen with your first kit as you start getting used to it.
Just
Yeah,
gotta
I'll
get
have to
down.
repaint the sides some. Then I'm gonna buy some of the enamel panel wash. I'm gonna have to get some enamel paint, I guess, and thin it because I want to do. I don't think there's any on here, but oh yeah, there's some. I want to do like in the panel lines on the black. I think I want to do those like in white.
Yeah, that'll look cool. You could also do like for my fusion, I did like a bright orange and blue, and I just used like a fluorescent orange and blue Model Master enamel and thinned it out, and that worked pretty well. So you could probably look for something like that if you want to do a color or.
No, because the picture I'm modeling it on has all the white accents, so I think I want to use the same off-white I'm using for the
Gotcha.
similar off-white to this and have
Think
that
we're-
in there.
I think we're doing cat time.
Cat time.
Yep. There's a cat.
It's a cat.
Hey Gob, did you know that Scrub is playing Siege this weekend?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. That'll be fun.
See if I can't do some at some point this weekend. Or today, even.
Okay. All right. Cat time's over.
I got Yakuza recording after we're done with this.
Yeah, I need to. I've got time lapse stuff I've taken of the cats yelling at birds. Move
Good.
that over from my laptop to my PC and see about it. Because I'm not actually sure what the footage looks like. If it's like hours where I was recording one frame every second, where they just fucking nothing happened.
In a few minutes here, I'm gonna be having my dad on speakerphone so that I can get these Final Fantasy tickets.
Get them Final Fantasy tickets. What's that at 2? Or
Noon.
I guess noon
So,
central for you.
In 20 minutes.
Eastern? Fucking I don't you know what I mean.
Pacific Circle.
Yeah, fucking bullshit. Whatever.
It's West Coast time.
You know what I meant. I don't talk to many people.
You're nocturnal. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, my life is weird and bad in a lot of unique ways. Yeah, we've been getting some really good bird action on our front, so I'm pretty.
You're cutting in and out, my guy.
Oh, I was probably falling.
Ugh. This looks like it might have some gross seam lines to deal with. I don't really want to paint it because it's pretty cold still. Not really airbrushing weather yet.
I'm debating if I want to like glue together the seam line on the back of this kit like in his torso. It's like you can't really see it on the camera, but it's like super obvious.
Yeah.
He has a
Mm-hmm.
backpack on though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's gonna have a backpack on, so it's not a big deal.
That's one thing I hate is when you have like smooth piece, like a large smooth. Like there were a bunch of them on. Not that. What was it? The Zagok that I did, I guess.
Yeah, the Zagok's an old
It's-
kit too.
It's got a bunch of chunky pieces connect together with a seam down. No, give me
think you're-
one full piece.
I think you're falling again, my guy.
Yeah, in this case, I feel like the it's not for aesthetic reasons; it's more for functional reasons. Like, so you can actually get the cockpit out. They had to put the seam line in there just to make it so it wasn't such a tight fit. But still, I'm just like, it's so obvious.
All right, I think I got it.
I recommend this double Zeta kit if you like chunky boys.
I want to build that that Gundam that someone posted. Was it Endless?
The Lego one?
Yeah,
Yeah, that thing was sick.
I think it's
Foot.
beefy.
Scrub, your audio's still not great.
God damn it! I don't know what.
Yours isn't quite as good either, Mickey. I'm not sure. You're like cutting off a little bit every
Am I?
now and
Probably-
again.
It's probably my noise gate. I'll just turn the noise gate off.
Check my.
I figured out my audio problem I was having last night with Siege.
What was that?
My shotgun mic takes a battery because it's meant for cameras, not for what I use it for. So the battery is dying.
Good old battery
Mm.
dying. Let's see.
It takes a battery and phantom power, so that's real cool and good.
What?
Yes,
That's
dude,
really weird. Why would it do that?
because it's a cheap microphone. I'd love to get an Audio Technica shotgun.
Okay.
I mean, I have a Sterling audio mic. It's like $50 at Guitar Center or something.
I really
pretty
like,
good.
I really like my shotgun for streaming. So I can kind of isolate myself from around me a little bit.
Yeah, this is a cardioid mic, so it's like it's not perfectly isolating, but it's pretty good.
Cardioid's not particularly isolating at all.
Well, yeah.
But like by design, it's trying to catch your shit.
Yeah.
I'm messing around. By the way, my stuff might be weird because I'm messing around trying to get Discord to work nice with my mic. So
Like most of my noise is because the interface on Behringer USB boards is a piece of shit. Which is a shame because they have really nice preamps
yeah,
and the interface just ruins it. Like they're pretty high-end preamps in the thing actually. Behringer's owned by a high-end audio company now. They just cheaped out on the interfaces. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to mute myself on stream and put, I guess, the model
Until you do
picture
your
over
stuff.
me, so that I can have my credit cards out and like not get identity thefted.
Love to steal identities.
I know you do, Scrub. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm getting credit for watching the 6 Invitational while I'm streaming this, even though I have it open on another monitor.
Yeah, I think they've changed it up so that if it's not the active tab or if you have it muted, then it doesn't count.
It is the
Wait,
active
really?
tab. It is the active tab, and it's not muted though.
Huh.
It's just I'm also streaming.
Weird. What is this for?
The Rainbow Six big tournament.
Oh, gotcha.
Badges. Or what are they? Patches, right?
They're charms for your gun.
Charms, that's right. It's like, I know it's
Boxes.
some dumb little fucking thing, but
But you know, I got a pug the other day for it, so I really don't need another one.
that's pretty good. You nailed it.
Played with
I,
randos for 2 hours.
I think I'm pretty close to having enough whatever siege bucks to get the like the year 1 operators bundle.
The bundle?
I think so. It's like 2,400 siege bucks.
No, that's Rainbow Six credits.
Oh, okay.
That's paid money.
Well, I'm getting like whatever the currency you get from. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because. Oh yeah, okay. So I probably can get 1 or whatever.
With 24,
'Cause
you
it
should,
keeps-
you should be able to get a few.
Yeah, because it keeps telling me like go do the go get a guy, and I'm like I don't really need to get a guy yet because like I'm still doing all of these. Because there's a bunch of those situations or whatever they're called.
So there are also tutorial videos. They're like 2 minutes each. Just sit and watch them. That gives you like 600 renown.
Nice. But yeah, like I like playing those situations too because it's like, it kind of scratches the same itch that Hitman did, where it's like you want to puzzle out like the good way to do it.
I need to go back and play more Hitman.
I just uninstalled Hitman from my PlayStation.
I almost installed it the other night, but then it was like took a really long time to allocate disk space, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm looking for something to do for like the next half hour, so I'm not gonna sit here and download this fucking thing while it does it.
Boo. Yeah, I have like, man, okay. I keep realizing it's like, okay, I want to play Life is Strange, like Behind the Storm or whatever, Before the Storm. Like I have 2 episodes I haven't played yet, so they're just waiting for me to play them. And then like The Fall 2 just came out, and I want to play that too because I like point-and-click adventure games.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, crap. And then the thing is, like, I have work stuff I need to deal with, like in terms of like performance review things I have to write. So that kind of sucks.
Fun. Those are
And all I want to do though is play Monster Hunter because I'm crazy about Monster Hunter right now.
I
Every
need
time
to play more.
The Kaito Kid is now following me. I'm honored.
Hey, hell yeah!
Please, please don't steal my identity, Kaito Kid.
Please do not.
I know you're very good at stealing things.
Yeah, like basically, if I see like I haven't really been going out of my way to not find Monster Hunter in stores, but like if I see it in a store, I know I'm gonna get it.
Just wait for it to come out for real. Then you can
Like
play with me.
that's what I'm planning to do.
I
but
might double dip. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't know.
November's a really long fucking time.
Is it
Yeah,
November?
so like
Is
the thing is, like,
November
I'm
the
gonna
date
play
they
it.
gave?
I'm gonna get bored. I'm gonna stop eventually, and I'll be like, all right, it's November. Like, if they have an open beta
Yeah,
and it runs like 60 FPS on my computer, then I'm like definitely gonna buy it again.
yeah,
Why is it so far out? Capcom knows how to do PC.
yeah.
Why do they have to wait so long?
It's as far as I know, it's like a new version of MT Framework, so they probably have to work out some kinks.
November's a
But
long
yeah.
fucking time away.
I mean, it also might be a business thing, like
Oh, it's selling like crazy right now.
Well,
so-
yeah, and I mean, like, no
that
reason to.
hot competition from Dynasty Warriors 9.
Yeah.
Well, and it's funny because I have friends of mine who like, I was like, I don't know if you'd be into this, and then they just like, hey, Alan, I bought it. Okay, and then they're like, I put in 6 hours, and then I love that game. I'm like, okay, like, cool.
Fucking sure.
It's like, game's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I really need
like,
to stream DW9.
I really want to get in there.
I'm gonna stream 2 and 9 back to back just so I can see what happened.
Yeah.
But man, 9 is. I need to keep playing it to get my $60 out, but I'm disappointed.
You know, it'd be interesting if you could put on Dynasty Warriors 2 and like 3, and have like the same Eurogamer style where you have like multiple consoles on the same controller. Just see if you can mash it out on the same game. You know, just like play both games at the same time.
They're pretty different.
Oh, really?
2 is tough. 2 doesn't fuck around.
All I know about Dynasty Warriors is just like there's my guy, he seems overpowered, and then there's a billion people around me, and I'm just spamming buttons.
You are not particularly overpowered in 2.
Oh, got it.
2 will fuck you up.
Yeah, I think it might have been like, I think it probably took a while before they figured out that like what people liked about those games, you know?
Yeah.
Because like from everything I've heard, the later ones are just really, you know, like are really good. Like they really nailed.
They're solid games. Like I don't. Like I do and I don't understand all the flack they get because they're not bad. They're just not deep, I guess.
They do what they do.
They do what they do.
I mean, I don't understand Smash players, so whatever.
Yeah. Like I get Super Smash Brothers. I don't get why Super Smash Brothers is so fucking popular. Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
It's because it's a fighting game that they played. It's their Street Fighter. It's that ages. We grew up with Mortal Kombat 2 and Street Fighter, and they grew up with Smash Brothers, and I'm like, in GoldenEye. I hate them all for it. It's like I was playing Quake and Doom and all these other games.
You kids weren't even alive yet. I was playing Quake.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're playing Halo? Okay, well, I've been playing Counter-Strike for the last 5 years. What?
Yeah.
Okay, come on, let's finish this up, and then I'm gonna lock myself out. And
Yeah, that was also kind of baffling to me when like Halo was sort of the shooter esport that kind of took over. It's like, you know, I mean, we're talking the early part of the last decade, but like Halo was the shit. It's like, yeah, but like, what about all these PC shooters that are like way better than Halo?
I don't know.
It's not as accessible.
Yeah, totally. It's just always strange to me, like how some stuff makes it through when there's other options. It's like,
Well, it's like for me, it's weird because like we grew up before the internet, and then now everyone has the internet, and it's like, oh, same thing with like anime and video games. It's just like we were dealing with shareware and freeware and all this other stuff, right? And it's just like back in my day, things were different.
Yeah, all we had was Toonami.
You either got your Toonami or you had your bootleg fan subs that were college kids like translating shit on VHS with yellow, captions, right? And it's like people would literally drive from campus to campus with a van full of VHS tapes to trade like fan subs. This is how this was done back in the day.
It's kind of rad.
Yeah, and my cousins were old enough to be part of that, and I was just like, thank you for all this anime, I guess, right?
Thank you for your service, but also You're a lunatic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the completed body of the guy.
Nice.
Whoa.
I'll do the,
I like the way that looks, man.
it's good. I
Looks
will do
very
the
nice.
backpack, or I'll start on the backpack once I get my tickets.
Go get your tickets.
Let's flip to the page here, so I can start right away on this big ass backpack. It's a huge fucking backpack.
I just can't imagine what like the next generation's kids will have. You know, it's just like, oh,
Let's put
Alright, so
you guys
here's
played
my
games on a
assembled
console.
clear boy without any of the accoutrements.
That's pretty rad.
looking
Yeah.
good.
Like it.
Nope, not that one.
I've got a shitload of armor and stuff to put on.
Okay, and I'll talk to you guys in a while.
Cool.
Right leg armor. Okay.
Yeah, I would say you should probably bounce out of Discord.
Or just mute
Because
himself.
your audio will be coming across probably, so.
What am I doing wrong? What?
Can't quite seem to get these. Not really sure how these legs are supposed to. They're supposed to be.
You said you were playing Monster Hunter, right, Woot?
Yep.
What do you
I am
main?
stuck on Nier Gigante.
Okay. The fight, right?
Yeah, the fight.
Okay. What are you using?
Lance. I have the poison lance right now.
Lance is difficult,
It's
or like
fun.
you really got to get used to it.
Yeah, no. I mean, this is my first Monster Hunter. I started with Lance, and that's all I've been doing is Lance. So I think I got the hang of it now. I think right now it's just for Nier Gigante. I just have to figure out like when the heck do I just not engage
Yeah,
so I don't
he's
get dive bombed.
he's incredibly aggressive.
Yeah, well, that and like with Beetlejuice or whatever. I just found myself. It's like, yeah, he's flying through the air and dropping bombs right now. I'm just not gonna even bother, right? I'm not gonna unsheath. I'm just gonna run around, let him do his thing, and then like maybe someone else will have a flash pod and will stop him, or like whatever. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Like it's been fun. Like I've been learning a lot.
The nubs on this clear boy are very nice.
That's a lot of nubs.
Yeah, but I like the way they look. It's
Yeah. You gotta
reminds me
melt
of
them down.
Sure. I don't know. It reminds me of like Christmas or something. I'm trying to think. I don't know. It reminds me of something, and I can't really place what it is.
The light bright. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah, maybe that's what it is.
It's sprinkles. It's like ice cream sprinkles. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like sprinkles that you put on Christmas cookies. That's what it is. That's what it is. Let's see. What fucking colors? See this gray boy?
Yeah, I think so. For us, is like my group. We just basically got to Nier Gigante, and then we're just like, oh, let's just fight him. Let's not even. Let's not grind any more monsters or prep anymore.
He's
we got him down to like the third, basically this final phase where he has the skull showing up, and then he just one shots everybody. That's fun. I'm
pretty glad that like all the giant bomb dudes seem to be pretty high on Monster Hunter because
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
like
that's been
I think,
cool.
I think this is really the one that's doing it for everybody. You know?
Well, it's funny. It's just like I didn't expect them to be all high on Destiny either, right? And then
Yeah.
they were.
I guess it just shows that like this is actually a pretty good, starter Monster Hunter now.
Well, I
Finally.
think what it shows is that there's never been a better time to play video games.
Ah, that is true.
I agree with that statement.
Thankfully, there hasn't been any like big releases since that crazy week.
Yeah, this year's been a little slow.
Did a
Besides,
new Digimon game come out? I feel like it did, right? The new Cyber Sleuth. You guys don't.
I don't know.
none of us. I don't play that.
Yeah, I really unexpectedly liked the first one. Like, I had
Yeah, I heard it was good.
it was like $10 or something, like on a Golden Week sale, and so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? People are saying this thing is good, so I'll give it a shot. And yeah, I like. For some reason, I enjoyed it, and so like I'm gonna check out the new one, but definitely
Yeah, I feel
not
like this
when they're selling
year-
it for 60 or whatever.
This year's been a little weird. It's slow for the big name titles. Like I mean, there's been two. Like to me, I can only think of like Dragon Ball Fighters and Monster Hunter as the two major releases this year.
Yeah,
And then like everything else so far has been like an indie darling that's been amazing. So there's
Yeah.
like so many different
Mhm.
indie games to play that are actually really good. And then I guess like but for AAA stuff, like I can't really think of anything like Far Cry and God of
Kirby
War.
in March. Bayo 2. I don't know if that's a AAA though.
Well, Bayo 2 is in re-release.
Yeah, true. I'm probably gonna pick that up at some point.
I think I will too. I haven't played it, so I want to play it. But yeah, like God of War is only like major one I'm looking forward to right now. Whatever the hell else Sony puts out, I guess.
yeah. Like I can't even really think of any other games that I want to play, like that are coming out. Like I can't think of anything that's really coming out. Like Red Dead, maybe, but like that game's not coming out when they say it's coming out.
Nope.
Like, what did they just theoretically push it to October? And like,
Yep.
it's not coming out this year. Like, maybe we get it around the holiday, but they don't really release games around the holiday.
I mean, a friend of mine is ready for like Dark Souls on Switch because he just wants to camp noobs and and ruin their experience.
Get to Blight Town. Hell yeah.
And I'm like, you do you.
Yeah.
That sounds
Like, that sounds like a shitty way to be, but you know, whatever makes you have
totally
fun.
one of those people though, the troll. That's what he lives for. Is just how much can I troll people? I'm like, okay.
I don't know what this piece is. This is
Yeah, what? I'm trying to think.
ah,
It's so weird. Last year was like the best year of gaming in a long time. We just had hit after hit after, and then we kind of ran out of hits. Now I have no idea what to expect. Right, which is kind of exciting, but not super great. I guess.
because like, what's going to be the big? I mean, I feel like the big surprise games have already come out this year. You know, like I don't think really anybody expected Dragon Ball to hit as well as it did.
I mean,
don't think
Fortnite,
anybody
I guess, is
expected-
the new hint hotness.
Yeah, but that come out that started last year.
Yeah, it was. It was around last year.
Yeah, it just got popular.
Well, we have a lot more of the year to go,
Yeah,
and
'Cause, I
we
mean, at this
don't
point,
really know much other than like Q1 stuff, really.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, like, so, like, what Days Gone is still happening. Like, what does Sony have? Days Gone, God of War. I don't know what else they've already talked about. Something from like Naughty Dog.
Aren't there like 2 more Yakuza games coming out this year?
In America, there's a new Yakuza game, and I think Japan gets one too. Yeah.
Guess there's that Hokuto no Ken game.
Oh yeah, that too. And then like Microsoft has
Probably a Forza
Crackdown.
game. Yeah, Crackdown. I don't think Crackdown's coming out this year either.
If it doesn't come out this year, they might as well just cancel it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think
It
that's
will come
probably
out
what's
this
gonna
year.
happen. Remember how that was supposed to be? What was it? Xbox One launch?
Yeah.
Eesh. Things are not looking great for our boys on the Crackdown team. But at least they haven't been fired like the Scalebound guys.
Not yet.
I don't know if anybody got fired as a result of that. I'm sure somebody.
Well, I think Scalebound was okay for Platinum, but then like the Phantom Dust guys definitely had to shut down their studio.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because
Well,
Platinum has a bunch of
Platinum
like,
had
they a
Nier.
bunch of other
Yeah.
business. Yeah. This cat really wants me to take a nap. Hello. Hello.
What?
Come here.
Sometimes I wonder how armor pieces are supposed to like actually stay connected, and if am I supposed to glue this on or not? Because it's meant to come off, which is weird.
Uh,
I'm playing with a cat here.
mm.
There you go. You can have it. You can have it. Cats and emery boards, man. I don't know what it is, but cats really fucking like emery boards.
You don't?
I mean, I think they're useful, but like, I don't have this reaction to one. Okay, give it to you down there. I gotta continue doing this. Is it here? No, what the? just snap. Should it fit flush together? Yes. Yeah, nice. Okay. I'm making these clear wings here. C2. Yeah, I guess now that my wife's gone, I can mention that next Friday, Smashing Pumpkins tickets are going on sale. So I'm going to try and get some of those. See if I can surprise her with that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
they-
since they're playing. Seems like they're playing mostly oldies. Which
Where are they playing? Is it the Music Factory?
no, they're playing American Airlines.
Oh, okay.
I think it's American Airlines.
Foreigner is playing in April at the Music Factory, and I'm like, do I want to get tickets to Foreigner show?
Hey,
And I'm
did you
back
get
on
your
the
shit?
stream. I did.
All right.
It wouldn't let me log in to get them, so my dad got them. So it's a good thing I had him do that.
Nice.
What are these tickets for?
For the Final Fantasy XIV Orchestra.
Oh, cool.
I think that's going to be pretty sick.
Yep. The Dolby's a nice theater, I'm told.
But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get Smashing Pumpkins tickets. I think I might. Like, I'm not really jazzed about like driving to the American Airlines Center, but you know, like I'll make the trip because like Smashing Pumpkins is one of her favorite bands. So
I mean, if you make the trip, you can come visit me. I'm just kidding.
sure, yeah, whatever. We can go get beer or something afterwards.
Wow, and all these times I've been to Texas and Scrub never wanted to meet me.
Hey, you never said anything about it.
Scrub invited me to his house for Thanksgiving and just
Yeah.
wasn't in town.
Yeah.
So, it's just like,
Let's see. Somebody might just come home. Let me check.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that just colored clear plastic?
Yep.
Cool.
And I'm not really sure where it goes, but yeah.
That's like a wing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm holding like my refuse, my trash box is the one that has the pictures on it, so I can't really figure out like exactly what part this is supposed to be, but
And I'm not sure if when we'll be coming back to Texas, because I think she finished all her trainings out there that they offer at that
Yeah.
facility.
like anywhere that you would go, I'm not anywhere close to it anymore anyway, so
We were in Arlington.
because that was the other thing was like I wasn't aware you were in Arlington until you were like talking about shit that I saw in Arlington, and then it was like, oh yeah, I don't actually live there anymore.
Yeah. I think the farthest out we went was at the Tim Love restaurant,
Yeah.
which was still the highlight of that trip. Because that's some good food.
where was this place?
It was the Love Shack, right?
No, the other one, the fancier one. The wood.
Oh,
Woodshed?
Lonesome Dove?
Wood. No, I think
Or Woodshed.
Woodshed.
Yeah, the Woodshed out
the
there
one that's
by
in between
TCU.
Lonesome Dove and the other one.
Yeah.
We did go to the Love Shack in the airport too.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
But yeah, the Woodshed is out by it's on University Drive in Fort Worth.
Oh yeah, over there. I haven't been to
Over there
Fort Worth
by, like,
enough.
the zoo or whatever, like,
Yeah.
or the botanical gardens maybe.
Parking was kind of a pain for that place.
Yeah, parking out there is kind of a pain in the ass. Like, I had a friend who lived in like some of those apartment buildings over there, so we'd just like use a guest pass for her.
With some good ass food.
Yeah.
Ate some rattlesnake
Yeah, like,
and rabbit together.
I don't know anything about Tim Love, but he does know his weird meat combinations.
He was on Bizarre Foods showing off. I think it was the Woodshed, I think. And they went out like hunting with him to get the food for some of the meat for the Woodshed.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. It's the closest I'll ever get to eating meat I killed myself, since I'm never going hunting.
You're never going hunting?
No, I don't. I can barely kill a fish when I go fishing. I'm not gonna shoot a fucking deer.
Yeah, shoot something that looks similar to your buddies that you live in your house with. It's like, no, I don't think I'm gonna do that.
You would not like Monster Hunter then.
Yeah, but those are digital
Yeah.
Digital monsters.
digital
Okay.
monsters. They are the champions.
That's what's funny. Is like the whole Austin Walker or like whatever, like all these think pieces about, man, this Monster Hunter game, we're just murdering monsters. It's like
Having fun
They're digital,
hunting.
They're digital creatures.
it's
Yeah.
like this is a PETA thing. They have lives and stuff. Like what do we do? It's like okay.
It's almost like Waypoint fucking sucks.
Like this game it's a game, man. Come on.
This game is tearing us apart.
Jeez.
Time to build some missiles.
Hell yeah. I have no idea what this piece I'm putting together is, but looks pretty sick.
So, Scrub, are you gonna build anything for the essay?
Probably
essay
not.
Thing?
Probably not.
Why not?
I haven't really put any thought into it, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could, but I haven't really thought about what I would do or anything like that.
That's why I went the easy way and just got a China Gundam.
Just get a China Gundam.
You get a G Gundam kit.
Yeah, I don't know. If something that looks good for that comes up when I when I do USA Gundam Store, then maybe I'll do that, but it's not really a priority for me at this point.
Got an arm going for this Ack guy. He's got some sick claws that will probably look
Boy,
really awesome.
Those claws are way longer than on the MG.
Yeah,
Holy
those are
shit.
some long ass claws.
That's pretty rad.
But it's because they don't have a machine making them go, right? That's why they're longer.
Maybe.
I will probably chrome those up. They will look awesome.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't look bad.
You guys gonna look pretty good as your terror from the deep or whatever.
Yep.
I keep fucking losing. So this is my other set of polycaps here. I keep losing this thing in the box because there's just these white ones. Hey,
Yeah, I think my China Gundam kit is going to be me learning how to do very shiny.
yeah.
So I'm gonna figure out how to do. A nice
Just spray
gold-
paint it gold, or not gold. Spray paint it chrome.
No, because he
Just
has.
chrome the whole thing.
I'm gonna try and do the standard colors, but he's like black and gold.
Does this guy have a tail? What the hell is this?
Gosh, there's waist armor also. Jeez.
This guy does have a fucking tail. Oh yeah, I'm into this. This Gundam's also a furry.
I mean, it's like Goku, right? He's a Saiyan. He's a Super Saiyan.
Is that what yours is? No, yours thing's not like Goku.
I guess I wouldn't be a furry so much as like he's a dragon or something, like a
Yeah,
dinosaur.
He's a scaly.
Is that the right word?
I think it might be. I don't know. I'm not in with those communities.
Like people who get one of those T-Rex costumes and that awakens something in them. Like, hang on,
Hang on.
this is actually a thing for me.
I knew a girl who wore like cat ears and a tail once. She was a very, very interesting person.
She only did it once, or you knew her once?
I knew her once upon a time.
Okay, so she's a furry.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, well this needs to pop out because I don't want to touch that up.
Who's shaking up a pin there?
That'd be me.
What you doing? You doing something good, or you just lining a panel?
I'm just touching up some cuts.
Yeah.
It showed through and I didn't want it to. I don't really do any detailing with these pins anymore. They're too hard to deal with. So what do you think? Another half hour?
Sure.
Cut it in one? 'Cause then
Whatever. Long as I'm good for as long as you want to go.
Because I need to get set up for Yakuza.
But yeah, another half hour. I mean, that'd give us what, 2.5 or so.
Yeah.
You're pretty
Yeah.
pretty beefy boy today.
And for the next 2 weeks, we're back to Sunday.
Yep.
And we can go back. We can do whatever we want. We can go back to our alternating schedule if you want. So I'll be done with live audio. Not a thing that I want to do professionally.
Did you just start on that guy, Gob?
Yep.
Like you just cracked him up? I mean, I bet at guys are probably pretty quick to assemble because there's just not a lot of parts to them.
It's
We said there's
Uh,
only 4 runners, right?
Yeah, it's only 4 runners, so not too bad.
Cool.
so you'll be done with him by the next time we stream.
Yeah, if you don't finish it today, you'll be.
Or at least your
think I-
pre-build, because are you painting it before you drop in the resin?
I don't want to, so I'm probably just gonna like handle the nubs or whatever.
Nubs and like give it a top coat or something.
Yeah.
Well, definitely give me some progress pics of that because I like the.
Sure. I'm planning on doing like an LED mod as well for the eye here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just make sure the battery pack is out of the resin.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Does anyone else at your club do stuff like that?
There's actually one other guy who's doing a Hygog for this build off, and he's going to be doing something with resin. That'll be interesting to see what he does. But no, generally not a whole lot of people using resins.
I know my Dongzhuo comes with a bunch of like grunt guys too, so I want to make like a Dynasty Warriors diorama scene. It might end up having some effect part or something, or have an old effect part from another kit that I'll put on there for like an anime shockwave thing. Oh, how'd I miss that? And I feel like doing the two-tone thing made my first paint job harder than it needed to be.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm always the kind of guy that always does that too, where I just like, I'm too ambitious.
I just couldn't think what I wanted to do, so I'm like, okay, I'll make my anime boy.
Yeah, so you just do it.
And then I'll have some bespoke Haikyuu gear goods.
Alright, I think I might actually drop out early. Because I want to work on these legs very much.
Okay. Let me,
You show up late and you bounce early.
Yep.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow.
Like, Bryn's not even here to celebrate you being here.
I know, right? What the fuck?
every week she comes in and complains about you being
She
here.
bullies us because you're not here.
I'll try to be on time next week.
Okay. You're safe to drop out.
Alright.
Alright, see you next time, dog.
See you later.
Later.
Yeah, like I just got a text from a buddy. Also, he's like, "Hey, do you want to eat lunch like late?" And I'm just like, "No."
Not really.
Skype, please stabilize. Skype,
Drink
you're
while we
killing me.
eat.
There you go.
I think I'm getting pretty close to done with this guy, so that's
Then
pretty
we
cool.
then we get to guide your shopping process.
Yeah, exactly. Then I got to figure out what the hell I want to do with that.
Hopefully my stuff will ship by next week because I want to build something else.
I just dropped a white polycap. Hopefully it landed on my pants or something, because if not, I may never find it. Nope, I found it almost immediately.
Look at
I don't
you.
think I've ever seen white polycaps.
I haven't either. I've seen colored ones before, actually. I think I might have had gold one for something.
Yeah, I mean, they're just...
Oh, yeah.
Get these. Go in here. Okay. Fucking hell yeah. Yeah, dog. Rad. Got a little dragon situation going on in the back here.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
Front. Yeah, this guy, this is a really good looking kit.
Is that it? Did you finish it?
I still got weapons.
But you got like a sword?
Let me see. Does it come with a stand? I think it comes with a stand.
It might, because it's a fancier
Yeah.
kit.
It totally does. Fucking A.
Look at that. One less stand you have to buy.
Yeah, I might buy a shitload of stands today.
You can buy some of those action-based 4s.
Yeah, part of what I buy, like the kits I choose now, like they all have stands.
So this goes. Alright, so. One. Here. Okay. Oh yeah. That goes right up his butt.
Okay, where's this?
I guess it's not a great stand, but it's still a stand.
stand to stand.
Yeah. Okay, then let's make some swords.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten anyone in here at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the
Was-
IRL,
Yeah, that might be it.
the experiment.
I see other people doing IRL, so I thought it might have worked for us, but I guess not.
Maybe
not.
creative was maybe that was the key.
Maybe.
Get a bunch of people who only follow creative, or I don't know. Twitch is a mystery to me.
Are these ones supposed to stick out?
I didn't realize this. I've had a cat in here with me the whole time. Olive's just been on this cat tree I've got in here asleep since I was playing Siege.
You should do some terrorist hunt.
Hey. Yeah, this is a really good kit. I'll have to send my sincere thanks to Gabo the late boy. 'Cause I like the way this is going a lot.
I'll probably buy Cabo something nice over there in return for mine.
One.
I'd like to finish this piece of the backpack before we go.
I don't know what I have another piece to.
Lots of big thrusters on the back of this thing.
I feel like I cut another piece and now I can't. I totally did. Where'd it go? Oh. It was in my junk pile and I just didn't see it. If I am right, this sword is going to look badass.
We're done at 11. Why'd I take? God damn it. Oh no, I needed 11. I forgot to do that part entirely.
So, that's a sword.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Is that just one piece or is that two halves?
It's well, there's actually, this is the sword, and then this is like the sheath or whatever. But like that looks like a sword to me, right?
Oh, because I was gonna say, if there's an inside part, put some of your liquid chrome in there.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
That looks pretty sick.
Let me see if it'll take it. I don't know. This is also a different material plastic than the other stuff, so I'm not sure if that'll take. But I'm gonna give it a shot.
And you'll probably have to leave it somewhere for a bunch of days.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like, I'm not even gonna touch my part that I liquid chromed for a while. Not even gonna look at it. Don't want to make it angry.
Yeah, I don't really like the way that's going on there.
Okay, take it off.
I think I definitely have these metallic pins, so I think I am gonna metal that thing up a little bit.
It'll shine through there pretty nice, I bet.
Yeah, because like it's definitely when the chrome's going on, it's pretty dull. So I think just putting the dull metal paint on there will do just fine. So I think I'll do that. Mess with it right now. I definitely want to use.
I think this is dark enough the black will work. Yeah.
Is a fine looking fella. What else do we got? Do I have a shield? Okay, I'm gonna build whatever it tells me to do in this step here, because that looks like it's gonna be a shield, which I think would.
15 minutes here.
Whatever.
What side is this? I guess it doesn't matter. I4, I1.
There. Right.
This guy's definitely getting heavier with more and more armor pieces put on him.
Yeah.
But he's not yet full armor.
Not yet full armor. Yeah, I'll probably stop before I do the backpack. That's what
I
I'm
think
thinking.
I will be done as soon as I finish this lobe of it.
Yeah, if you guys need a bounce before I'm done here, I'm gonna finish this guy. Because I'm very close to getting finished. But I think what I'm putting together now is a shield, which I think would be a very good thing for him to have in his other hand after he's got this sick flame sword. Yeah, this kit is extreme.
What do you want me to do? Put missile pods in here? Okay, whatever. One, two, three, four. Okay, whatever. 6 of these.
Well, I did this the opposite way it wanted.
Okay, and then
Okay, it is supposed to be angled like that.
what am I looking at there?
this back piece.
Oh man, that's huge.
That's a very large guy.
That's awesome. Yeah, are you gonna keep him like in robot form, or are you gonna transform him to like ship form?
We'll see.
Because I would like with that kit, I would want both, which is the problem with that kit.
Got by 2.
That you'd have to just buy 2, and yeah.
Yeah, you have to buy 2.
Well, good thing there's the enhanced mode you can buy. So you can have 2 that are just different colors.
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan.
And the enhanced mode's only an extra $40.
Here.
Yeah, I thought this kit looked a little skinny before without the armor pieces, and now with the armor, it looks awesome. So I'm pretty happy.
He's like super chunky now.
Yeah, he's getting there.
Well, I know I'm gonna want all of these done.
Fucking what? Oh, okay. I see.
Oh, so I have to do this the right way here.
Sweet.
Okay. Is that it? I think that's it.
All right, I think I'm done with everything but the backpack and the armor or the weapons.
Okay, let me finish getting this.
That's pretty
piece.
cool.
I think I'm almost done with this piece.
Hell
Yeah, the armor really helps flesh him out because before he was all like super skinny. And now he actually looks like a proper Gundam.
yeah. I'm gonna set up a glory shot here because this boy is. This is a very good. This is a very good robot boy. Oh god.
in. And then we can show him off, and then we can get out of here, since I'm the one holding this up now.
It's looking pretty good.
He is looking pretty good. Okay, there's all of our pieces cut out. Well, that's why they said to do this part first, huh? Sometimes the instructions are right.
So yeah, that's what he looks like. That's a pretty good. It's a pretty good Gundam boy.
God damn it. I can't get this piece in. That'll do for now. This isn't the right piece, god damn it.
Yeah, I need to get some better lighting in here.
Do I want the piece to accidentally cut off before that fell off?
Oh shit, my phone's almost dead. It won't let me turn on flashlight because my phone's almost dead.
Huh. Well, I don't know where this piece is. So... yeah, I guess I'm not finishing this right now. I think it fell off at some point. Yeah, that fell off. I don't know where it is.
Did you lose something?
No, there are a couple pieces that were loose when I got the kit. And now I can't find one of them. It might be in the other half of the box. I don't know, I have to look for it. So, we'll find out later. Let's put this gun on here right now. You might also recognize this as the beam saber handle. There's on a ball joint in here. That's a big gun. Oh, it's a big backpack that opens up and there's missiles in there.
Yeah, I'm really liking how the full armor is coming along. You need that backpack and all the guns now.
Yeah, that's a pretty good looking. It's a pretty good looking towering boy you got there.
Yeah.
Is that a 1/100 or 160?
It's a 1/100.
Yeah. I can't imagine. Like, I mean, a 160. That's got to be what, like a foot tall, maybe.
I don't know.
About that, yeah.
I've never seen one.
They're about that.
I mean, my unicorn is like almost as tall as this guy on a stand.
Yeah.
Unicorns are crazy though. Like, there's like a really huge kit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we can get wrapped up here.
Okay.
Yep.
You good there?
Yes, I need to look for my piece.
You gotta find your missing piece.
Yeah. It's around. It's in this room. So. Anyways, we'll talk to you guys next week.
All right.
Later.
Cool.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.